Right now it's 2 p.m. here in the Philippines at my home. I don't know what time it is where you are, but if you're watching this live video, you already know what time it is. What are we talking about today? We're talking about the love in the world, not enough love in the world. We're helping people to have an opportunity to change the world in your own way, to change the world by adding more love in the world. This is a really significant, I've got a friend, I want to tell you a little story. I have a friend, his name is Sean, and he and I have he and I have known each other. It's one of those stories where you're friends with somebody, and then you lose touch for many, many years, but then you find them again on Facebook, which is beautiful. So both he and his brother are both lawyers right now, and Sean lives in California in San Diego, where we met, and he was running a computer parts store at the time called Excalibur Distribution. And I was a computer guy, and I built computers, and I'd go there and I'd buy computer parts from him. Those guys were great service, always really friendly, really great prices, and I was loyal to them. Every time I was going to buy any parts, I always bought them from them if they had them available, and usually they had really good stock. They had everything available, and I learned from these guys about new technology that was coming out. Wow, 10 megabyte hard drives. I remember there was a K-Lock, K-A-L-O-K hard drive that I got, 20 megabyte. Anyway, this is going way back to 1986. And anyway, now he's a lawyer. And both he and his brother are doing good things, fighting the good fight. I just want to encourage Sean to keep up the good fight, because there are people out there who care. You know what he's doing now? You know what? I saw a message from Sean today. I saw a message from him that it's such a sad story. He's representing a woman who had her child taken away from her. I guess I don't know much about these kinds of things and the different government agencies that are sometimes major screw-ups. In this case, for sure, a woman they invaded her home. I think they found some drug paraphernalia or something like that. I don't know if she had a serious problem with drugs or not. I'm not sure, but I would guess not. A lot of people will have drugs in their home, or they'll have friends that do drugs and things like that. Doesn't necessarily mean you should steal her child away, or that you should even not even just have a conversation with the person and say, hey, here's the situation. If you're not capable of taking care of the child, this is not a good thing. But we don't have a community. We don't live in communities. We live as a bunch of separate people that are not connected, that are not working together in community, that don't find their common needs and wants. 90% of all of us are the same. We want the same thing. Very, very few, I should say 99%, because very, very few of us are really trying to make the world a horrible place. 99% of us we just want to be happy. We just want to have a wonderful world. We want to have food, clothing, and shelter. We want to have families. We want to have happy babies. We want to have nice little vacations. We want to have walks in the park. That's what all of us want. So they go in, they break into her home. I don't know how they knew about it or whatever. They found something. They take her child away, okay? They took her little child away. They placed her child in a home where the child wasn't being properly cared for, and the child died as a result. I don't know all the specifics of the situation, but if this government agency in San Diego hadn't stolen the child from this woman in such a brutal, careless, cold-hearted manner, without working with the woman, helping her. If she did have a drug problem, okay, let's talk about it. Let's work on it. Some countries know to do that, and they've been doing it for a long time. And the deaths and the drug problems have dropped significantly, because some countries are smart enough. Well, America is just really behind the times, and it's just so sad. So the child died as a result, and my friend Sean is supporting this woman and taking the case. And one of the things that he said is, look, I keep suing these people. I keep suing them. And he's a smart guy. I'm sure he's a great lawyer. He wins the cases probably most all the time. but nothing changes. That's what he said. You know, they don't change. They don't learn. Why not? Because Sean's busting his butt out there, and his brother too, Scott, he's busting his butt. These people, there are people out there who are working so hard. And the rest of us, the huge majority of us, those of us that are not connected, big mouths like me, we're not working together with other people, or the meek, the shy, the timid people are doing nothing. They're just saying, I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to think about it. Well, let me tell you, we need to work together. We need to join together. We need to communicate. We need to have our foundation as love. And love is communication. Love is nurturing. Love isn't punishment. This thing called tough love, that's really hate in disguise. Because it's coldness, it's cutting someone off, it's abandoning people, it's not answering. This lie, this baloney, people say sometimes no answer is an answer. That's not true at all. That's why there's the word no in front. You can't say, oh, on my hot dog, no mustard is mustard. No. When you say no mustard, I don't want any mustard on my hot dog. No means not any. So if you say no answer is an answer, that's not an answer at all. That's a cold-hearted, abandoning response. And we don't need to treat each other that way. If someone's bothering us, someone's persisting, you can answer them. You can say, look, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in having a conversation with you right now. And that's a loving thing. That's a kind thing. And that's communication. And communication is part of love. But let's not be silent while children are dying. You know, there's 15,000 children that die every day out of our neglect. We're this 99%. You know why the 99% have no power, have nothing, and the 1% are controlling the world? Because the 99% aren't doing anything. Let's do something, okay? I'm sorry, I'm passionate about this. Here's something Sean just sent me, or he didn't send it to me, he put it on his wall. And I took it. And I don't know if it's a coincidence, but in my last video, last hour, I was trying to remember this quotation, one of these quotations from one of these famous guys. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Are you being silent? Don't be silent. All I'm asking for today with this love-a-thon, I'm going to be on every hour, on the hour, until we reach our goal. And here's our goal. 10,000 new members, $10,000 to help to spread the love in the world. I'm fasting. I'm doing a water fast. I'm on my 6th day of the water fast. I'm not going to eat until people stand up for love. Just stand up for love. All you got to say. You don't have to say, oh, I'm a Democrat, or I'm a Republican, or I'm a white person, or I'm a person of color, or I'm this gender, or I don't care. We're all human beings. Let's work together. Let's not finding ways to divide. Let's find ways to join, because most everything about us is the same. Like I said, we want to be happy. We want to have a joyful life. We want to have a life with meaning. And so many of us are struggling. Look at the inner cities of America. Look at the chronic problems of poverty and crime that no one is really doing anything about, and that not any single person can do anything about. Someone who's got $1 million, some movie star, can put a community center there. But if we don't have a whole group of people, like people I'm talking to right now, people like you, if we don't have a whole community of people that are doing something, some part of it, they're spending 5 minutes a week, 10 minutes a week, a couple hours on Sunday to contribute, to help each other along, to say, hey, how can I kick in? Can I teach the kids basketball there? Can I teach the kids math there in the community? Can I help that woman with her chronic backache because I'm a trained doctor? All of these needs we can provide for each other, but we're not doing it. Love Buddy is a chance for us to sign up and say, look, please sign up. Now we're on the board. We've got a new member here, and we're just getting started. Our goal is 10,000 members. We haven't raised any money yet. We're going to raise $10,000, and I'm going to be online every hour on the hour until I reach that goal. I'm determined. I'm water fasting, and I'm online every hour on the hour. And what can you do? You can spend just 1 minute and sign up. Go to the Love Buddy website. Look at the link in this video and just sign up. And if you have the resources, sign up with a paid subscription instead of the free subscription and put some money on the board. Would you please do that? Let's get us up to this $10,000 mark, this 10,000 member mark. And this is going to be a kickstart. This is going to start off this love movement. This is all I'm going to do. This isn't a flash in the pan. I've been doing this since 2013, and I'll tell you, before that, I was joining religion after religion. I only know one person in the world who knows religions like I know religions. I don't know anybody who's been through so many self-help programs, and I'm sure there are people that have self-help programs, so self-help books, so many things about how can I make myself better, how can I make the world a better place. And what I learned after visiting 50 countries and watching all these cultures and learning and studying, what's the problems in the world, what's the core, what's going on. We're not working together based upon love. People focus on the differences, but they don't focus on the sameness that we have about us. And they don't join together. They don't share their experiences. And they don't say, hey, I called my grandmother today. I haven't talked to her for 10 years because we had the falling out over the wedding, blah, 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 or whatever. And I called her and I said, Grandma, I'm sorry. I miss you. I love you. That's called surrendering. Love is about surrendering. It's not about standing your ground for some stupid principle that keeps people apart. You see people online on Facebook, they unfriend and block somebody because they're a Bernie Sanders supporter or because they're a Hillary Clinton supporter or something like that. I mean, come on. Would you please get over that? Would you please say to the person, wow, I can't believe you're supporting this person for president. I don't think that's a good person at all, but I respect you. I don't agree with what you're doing, but I respect you and I wish you well and I wish you happiness and I wish you joy and I wish you a meaningful life. Can't we do that? That's why I'm here, because I don't see enough of that. And I know, because myself, I'm a human being like everybody else. I'm no expert on love. I'm just a guy who's trying to bring people together because I got such a big mouth and I know how to do websites. And because the things that I've had the time to see, I didn't go to much school. I've got a high school certificate and that's it. But when I did software engineering for 20 years, I didn't go to school for that. I studied by myself because the way I need to learn is I need to observe and I need to make my own conclusions and I need to apply my own conclusions. And I'll tell you, the most important thing right now from what I've learned is that love is not being practiced in the world. People aren't sharing love. People aren't talking about love. People aren't setting an example for love, and people aren't loving each other enough. And I'm here to say, let's please love each other. Let's please understand what love is. I wrote a free ebook. You can get the free ebook on the website. It talks about the different qualities of love. I've got over 60 videos that explain the different aspects of love that are all available on the YouTube site. And that link is here for you to click on. Love isn't boring. Love is the answer. Love is what it's all about. And if we don't do anything, don't be silent. Look, friends, don't be silent. Take action. Let's work together. Let's join. Now, I'm tied up every hour on the hour doing this love-a-thon. And when we reach our goal with a love-a-thon, there's going to be a lot of exciting things happening. We're going to be doing a lot of exciting things. Please stand up for love. Please share the love. Please teach love what you know about love. Please set an example. And if you don't know much about love, and I don't know anybody who's a love expert, learn about love. I study love every day. I try to think and understand love better. Learn the love, share the love, and teach the love. Take action, please. Join lovebuddy.com. Become part of this group. Excuse me. Become part of this group so we can work together and we can start to save more and more of these 15,000 children that die from our neglect every single day. We can start to empower these people in these neighborhoods. You know, these millions of people that don't have a community center where they can learn, where they can grow, where they can get the resources and things that they need, the support of people that have already made it, and the people that can say, wow, if you want to invent a new blah, blah, maybe this is one way you can do it, or here's some raw materials I can just give you. It's only $10 worth of materials. You can use that to make a prototype of your idea, things like that. The amazing people that don't have a chance right now, and the amazing power of some government leaders that just, there's a country that's just has snipers set up and they're shooting children every weekend and they're getting away with that. There are countries that have rules and laws that don't allow women to drive, or they don't allow women to teach or work. There are countries that everything that gets done is by the women, and the men, the culture of the men, they're just lazy bums. They don't contribute. They don't work hard in the household. They're not providing anything. And in their culture, the women are expected to do everything. When we have communities, people are accountable. Hey, you got to kick in. You got to spend some time in the greenhouse this weekend. Kick in a couple hours. If you want to benefit, you need to help us out. You need to help out your community. You belong to the community. Hey, what are you doing? Because that's how humanity survives, and that's how we save these 15,000 children a day, by people saying, I stood up. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing this love-a-thon. What are you going to do? Let's all do something. Let's work together, because those of us like Sean and Scott and me and the people that are in Doctors Without Borders, you know, a lot of these groups, they sometimes the bad news comes out about they got some bad apples, but really overall there are some really, really great people working really, really hard to make this world a better place, but they're only such a small group. We need to have your average guy, your normal person who's sitting around doing nothing, who's going to watch this video and then just go on and watch some cat pictures. No, stop. Become part of the movement. Become part of the love movement. If you don't want to do it today, do it tomorrow. If you don't do it tomorrow, you'll be invited again to do it again. You'll be invited again to do it, to join, to be part of it, to participate. The sooner you do it, the better, because we need you, because there are too many people that are silent, too many people that are doing nothing, too many people that are not standing up for love. They're not standing up for let's work together. They're not standing up for let's see what we have in common and let's support each other. Too many people, they don't really understand what love is. They think they got the wrong idea in their mind what love is, but love is in your heart. It's so obvious. It's right there. All you need to do is look and think, oh, compassion, that's a wonderful thing. Kindness, patience, understanding, nurturing, empowerment. These are all qualities of love. And this is how we build a better world. Because right now, we're killing each other. We're letting each other die. And we're destroying the planet in the meantime. And we're turning over all of our power by doing nothing to people that are starting wars, people that are polluting the water, people that are overfishing so we don't have any fish coming up here in the oceans. So that's it for now. I'll be back on the top of the hour. This is Matthew from Love Buddy with the Love-a-thon. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you have lots of love in your life. I love you. Till next time, top of the hour, I'll say bye-bye for now.